Hello everyone, welcome to this live discussion. And yes, uh, yes, okay, welcome to this discussion. And today we are going to discuss top 50 questions. And trust me, many of such questions, exactly similar type questions, you will find in April attempt. This live is going to be very important live for all the JEE aspirants who want to you can say achieve a very good percentile in April attempt. So I had recently posted a video, that was this video, where I mentioned 40 repeated topics every year. I know many of you have watched that, and yes, many of the students were requesting also that we should have a session on the questions from those topics. Yeah, good afternoon. Prayas batch details. Yes, today evening we will have that live session. Hello Purvi. Okay, so there we discussed that what are the 40 topics which are most asked by NTA, and many of you have watched this. Now in this discussion I am going to show you the questions from those topics. What type of questions? Okay, and not only will show you the questions, we will solve the questions also together. Starting with the first question on units and measurements, we are starting, okay, and till semiconductors we will go. All the important topics I'm going to cover. I'm not going to cover anything extra, and trust me, from these 50, you will say many questions directly as it is or similar type of. Sir, need more score booster sessions. Yeah, this is a score booster session actually. This is a score booster session actually. You will get direct questions. I am saying you will get direct questions, similar type of questions that I am saying. You see, here this is a matrix. We have to match the dimensions. You will find similar type of question in April attempt. Exactly similar type of question. Trust me. Okay, so take these questions very you can say properly, solve these questions with me. It will actually help you a lot. These questions, the topics that I was mentioning, these are research based topics. It's not like I am saying this topic is a no. You can see from 2024, 2023, 2025, 2026 January attempt, these questions are asked, will be asked in April attempt also. Yeah, good afternoon. So first question, coefficient of viscosity. I don't remember the dimensions of coefficient of viscosity. So what to do? Write any relation of coefficient of viscosity that you know. I know force is equals to 6 pi r eta v. From here I can find the dimensions of eta. Yes. From here I can say dimensions of eta are equal to dimensions of force divided by 6 pi is dimensionless, r and velocity. R and velocity. Now write, what is the dimension of force? Force is meter, force is mass into acceleration, that is kg meter per second square. So m l t minus 2 divided by r is for length, so l, velocity meter per second. It is like this. So from here we can write the dimensions, how much it is, m to the power 1, l to the power minus 1 and t to the power minus 1. M L to the power minus 1, T to the power minus 1. I got 3. Next, surface tension. Any formula of surface tension you know? Yes, I know that force is equals to surface tension into the contact length. We know this. From here I can say surface tension is force per unit length. What is force? M L T minus 2 divided by the length L. So it is M L to the power 0 and t to the power minus 2, that is fourth option. Angular momentum, any formula for angular momentum? I omega we know, or any other formula for angular momentum? Any other formula for angular momentum you know? MVR, angular momentum for a particle. So what is MVR? This is mass, so m. Velocity is meter per second, LT minus 1. R is meter, so L. So how much it is? M L to t minus 1, M L to t minus 1 second. The last is rotational kinetic energy. Any type of energy, whether it is rotational kinetic energy, potential energy, you can say any other energy, will have the same dimension. What is that? Dimension of energy ml2t minus 2, ml2t minus 2, that is first option. So I got 3, 4 and then 2 and then 1. Third option is coming. You will get exactly similar question in April attempt. You will see that a matrix match will come, 4 quantities will be given, dimensions of them will be given, you will have to match them. Next question, next type of question that is most asked is on dimensional analysis. This is a question on dimensional analysis. If velocity, time and force are chosen as base quantities, then the dimension of mass will be. So you can consider that mass is equal to velocity to the power A, time to the power B and force to the power C. Then both sides write the dimensions, equate the powers of MLT, solve for ABC. Here dimension is m only, velocity is meter per second to the power A, time is this was time, yeah, time is t only to the power B, force is kg meter per second square, m l t minus 2 the power C. Here m to the power is 1, here also m to the power has to be 1, it means C is equals to 1. Then equate powers of L both sides. Sir, April 2. Yeah, 2nd April, the JEE Mains is starting. Okay, your shift. Okay, I got it. Your shift is on 2nd April. That's that's great. Okay, so I got C equal to 1. Then equate the power of L. Here L to the power is 0 is equals to, here L to the power is A. Here L to the power is C, so A plus C. Then equate the power of T. On left side it is 0, here T to the power is minus A, here T to the power is B and here T to the power is C. From here I got A is equals to minus C, it means A is equals to minus 1. Then I need B from here, B is equals to A minus C. What is A? Minus 1. What is C? 1. So minus of 1, that comes out to be minus of 2. So the relation comes out to be V to the power A, so V to the power minus 1 and then T to the power B, T to the power minus 2 and then C, F to the power C, C is 1. So I think we did some calculation mistake or something like that. Let us check again. C to the power was 1, then L to the power was 0 here, A plus C. A plus C is equals to 0. Okay, A I got as minus 1. Then T to the power was 0, minus A plus B and then minus 2C. This C is wrong. Here it is minus of, how much it is? 2C. Minus of 2C. From here I can find what is my B. B is equals to A plus 2C. What is C? C is equals to, C is equals to 1, yeah. So 2. What is A? A is minus 1. So this comes out to be 1. So B comes out to be 1. So T to the power 1 and F to the power is C. So what is C? C is 1, F to the power 1. So I got 1, F to the power 1, T to the power 1, V to the power minus 1. Some calculations are there in these type of questions. Okay, your shift is on 6th of April. Bhavya, okay, Videsh, okay, answer B, fast. Okay, yes, let us move ahead. Maximum percentage error. A lot of questions are asked by NTA every year from errors. Okay, just simple questions, but you have to understand the method. Now this is a question. What we need to find here, mass, radius and length is given. We need maximum percentage error in measurement of density of the wire. What is density? Density is equals to mass divided by volume. How will we write the volume? This is a cylindrical wire. What is volume of the cylinder? Pi r square L. Now don't do the calculations. I just need the relation between the errors. So I can say delta rho by rho is equals to delta m by m plus r to the power is minus 2. So 2 delta r by r plus delta L by L. I need percentage. So multiply both sides with 100. I will get answer in percentage. Satyam. Hello, Satyam. So what is delta M from here? Delta M is 0.03. Put the values. Delta M is 0.03 divided by what is M? So 0.003. 0.003. What is M? M is 0.60. So 0.60 plus 2. What is delta R? Delta R is 0.01 divided by R is 0.50. So 0.01 divided by 0.50. This is 5. Okay. Plus what is delta L? Delta L is this. Okay. 0.05. So 0.05 divided by L. L is 10.00. 10.00 into 100. Just simple calculations. But hello Black Mystery. Okay, welcome to the live. I think you are back in my live after a long time. That day also you came, but I think you had to leave then again. Anyways, so here simple calculation. But the idea is you will get a question in April attempt from this. I am saying you will get a question. Okay, if you will not get, you will come back and say, sir, you are saying you will get a question. I didn't, we didn't get any question in April attempt. No, it will happen perfectly. You will get a question similarly like this. Similarly like this, I am telling, every year similar type of questions are asked, and again in April attempt also similar type of question will be asked. Sir, how to crack IIT in one day? Okay, hello everyone. Next question on projectile motion. Projectile motion, simple questions, not very difficult advanced level questions, simple but conceptual questions are asked by NTA every year. Every year it is asked. In January also, if you see, there were questions, simple questions relating equation of trajectory, relating the other fundamental quantities. Here also we are having one question. Let us solve this. A particle is projected from ground with an initial speed of v at an angle theta. With horizontal, the average velocity of the particle between its point of projection and highest point. Particle will come like this. So here the particle is at highest point. What is average velocity? Average velocity is equals to displacement divided by the time interval. This is what we have to do. Yes sir, today I will be there until end because all exams are over. Okay, great. That's great. Hello Harshvardhan. Let us see how many of you will be there during the entire discussion today. Not replying me, no, I am replying to everyone. Shots 1 2 3 4. Hello. Okay, so the idea is take the benefit of this session. I am saying that I had posted a video previously. Again I am repeating the same thing, mentioning the 40 most important questions asked by NTA every year. It was they were asked in January attempt, they were asked in 2024, 2025, 2023, and they will be asked in April attempt also, trust me. So those 40 questions, topics I mentioned, now I am taking questions from those topics. Now you will get an idea exactly what we have to study and how we have to prepare. Coming back to my question. So what is the displacement? Displacement is this distance between point of projection and highest point. That is this distance. This is the maximum height and this is my half of range. So what will be this displacement? If I say this as d, d is the hypotenuse, so root of h square plus r by 2 whole square. For projectile motion, we know that tan theta is equals to 3, sir. Okay, you got the answer. Perfect. For projectile motion, we know that tan theta is equals to 4h by r. This relation we know. From there, I can relate. Okay, I can say that my what was my r? I can say my r by r is equals to 4h by tan theta, or I can say that h is equal to r tan theta divided by 4. Like this we can say. Now put it here. So d comes out to be root of r. I can take out r. I can take out. So displacement comes out to be my r root of h square. Sorry, h, when I'll put here, r came out, so this will be tan theta by 4. So tan theta by 4 square plus this was r by 2, so this will be 1 by 4. 1 by 4 like this. And what is time interval to reach the maximum height from here to here? U sin theta by g. This you all know. This is my time interval. So this is d divided by delta t. Put delta t as u sin theta by g. Now here you have to put the value of r also to simplify it. How we will put r? We know range is equals to time of flight into horizontal velocity, or you know formula, you can put formula also directly. So instead of r, I can write 2u sin theta by g, that is time of flight, into u cos theta, into u cos theta. So this u sin theta by g, u sin theta by g is getting cancelled. This 1 by 4 I will take out of the root. This 1 by 4 and 1 4 will come out of the root, and when 4 will come out of the root, it will cancel the 2. So I got u cos theta. I got u cos theta here into root of 10 square theta by 4 plus 1. Again we can simplify. We can write 10 theta as sin square theta by cos square theta. Okay, so this will become u cos of theta into root of 10 theta as sin square theta by 4 cos square theta plus 1. And then cos square theta, if you take LCM here, this cos theta will get cancelled. So this will become u root of, inside this it will become sin square theta plus 4 cos square theta, that will become 1 plus 3 cos square theta. And this 4, when it will come out of the root, it will become like this. Third option. Sir, I have done a revision after the series. Can I get approx 60 plus or not? Sir, I have done a revision after this series. Means if you do revision after this series, you are saying? I don't know. Please mention your question again. Sir, there is a lot of backlog in chemistry. Please bring the backlog series. Okay, right now this is not, so we don't have sufficient time to cover all the backlogs, but we have made videos on which 40 topics on physics which are asked every year, and Gaurav sir also made a video which 14 topics in chemistry which are asked every year. At least those things you can do. Time is very less. Okay, therefore do those things very precisely, and you can say in lesser time you will get more results. You cannot go by topic wise topic now. So you have to go by subtopic by subtopics. I have mentioned subtopics, Gaurav sir has mentioned subtopics, all them. Particle moves from a point, this is the initial point at t is equals to 0 with an initial velocity of this. Okay, it is accelerated upon by a constant force which produce constant acceleration this. What is the distance of the particle from origin at t is equals to 2 seconds? Here this is a uniformly accelerated question. We have to use formula of uniformly accelerated motion. So I'll say s is equals to ut plus half a t square. But here we have to put properly with the vectors, everything properly. So let us take my final point is x comma y. X comma y. Initially the particle was at this point, so displacement will be x minus 2 I cap plus y minus 4 j cap. This is my displacement is equal to, what is the initial velocity? My initial velocity is this 5 I cap plus 4 j cap. So u is 5 I cap plus 4 j cap into t. What is time? Time is 2 seconds, so into 2 plus half. Acceleration is 4 I cap plus 4 j cap. So 4 I cap plus 4 j cap half a into t square, that is 4. Solve this simple equation now. 2 into 2. How much it is now? This is 10 I cap plus 8 j cap. Here 8 I cap plus 8 j cap. And here we are having x minus 2 and this. So how much is the total I cap? 18 I cap plus 16 j cap. This is x minus 2 I cap minus, from here if I equate I cap with I cap, So I can say x comes out to be 20. If I equate j cap with j cap, okay, this was whole j cap, equate j cap with j cap, so y minus 4 is 16, so y is also coming 20. Now the particle is at 20 comma 20. What is the distance of the particle from the origin? Particle is at this coordinate, so this is 20 root 2. Sir, means my theory part and formula revision is completed. So after doing these questions, can I get 60 plus? Yes, you can get. These are very high probable question actually, very high probable questions. Sir, is still possible in 6.5 days if my paper is on April? Yes, 5th of April, you still have time. At least do these 40 topics very nicely. Solve questions as we are solving in the class. Next question. A block of mass 2m is in contact with accelerating cart as shown in figure. The coefficient of static friction between the block and the cart is mu. So here the coefficient of friction is mu. The acceleration of the cart will prevent the block from falling if, what is the condition of this gamma? How much should be this acceleration such that this block will not fall? Let us draw the free body diagram of this block. This is my block. It is having a normal reaction from this. Yes, let us take this is my N. Any other force? It is having force mg in the downward direction due to gravity. Any other force? Other force is frictional force here. These all, and it is having an acceleration in this direction which is gamma. So I will say this normal reaction N is equal to, in horizontal direction, mass of this block into the acceleration gamma. This is clear. Mass into acceleration in horizontal direction. Now in vertical direction, see things in vertical direction now. In vertical direction, the block should be in equilibrium. Yes. So I will say F is equal to mg. My friction force is equal to mg, but friction force is static, and static friction force is less than equals to mu n. Less than equals to mu into n. Yes. So what is F? F is mg. So mg is less than equals to, what is mu? Mu is mu only. What is normal reaction? M into gamma. M into gamma. So from here M is getting cancelled. I got my gamma should be greater than equal to G by mu. You see, gamma should be greater than equal to G by mu, then the block will be at rest, otherwise it will not be able to hold itself here. This will fall. Sir, is 2024 to 2026 PYQ enough? The time is very less. The point is this. And yes, if you have done those PYQs thoroughly, understanding the concepts, I can say at this point of time that is enough for you. Next, force is given, the work done is asked. This is work done by variable force, 3. Okay, here 3 answer was there. Okay, yes, black mystery, great. Variable force work done is many time asked by NTA. If you see in January attempt also, I think if I am not wrong, there were question. Previously also there are questions many times work done by variable force are asked. So understand this concept also very nicely. Here force is only along y-axis. The particle is going from 0 to 10. So I will say work done is equals to integration of F dot dr. Don't say F dot s, that will be wrong. Force is not constant here. So what is F? F is my 5y plus 20 j cap. dr we write as dx I cap, dy j cap plus dz k cap. If there are some x and y I cap, j cap, k cap also, it will be taken care from here. Now when you take the dot product, j cap dot j cap will be 1, other will become 0. So this will be just integration of 5y plus 20 dy, and y goes from 0 to 10. So what is integration of 5y? 5y square by 2. What is integration of 20? That is 20y. Now put the limit. Y goes from 0 to 10. So what it will become? 5 by 2 into 100. 10 square is 100. 20 into 10, that is 200. Okay, so how much it is? 250 plus 200 is 450 joules. 450 joules. Yes, Black Mystery is getting 450 joules. I got my shift, sir. Okay. Yeah, Purvi is also getting 450. Videsh is also getting 450. Yes, this is the spirit I need in the class. I want all of you to please solve these questions. Trust me, these questions are very, very important. With Kiran is also getting correct answer and Datan is also getting 450. That's great. That's great. If you are doing the questions, you are going in the right direction. Perfect. Next question, vertical circular motion. This is, yeah, it is vertical circular motion. Yes. Vertical circular motion is also very important topic from work power energy. There are questions every year. Let us solve this question here. Pendulum of length L having a bob of mass 1 kg is hanging from a rigid support. If the bob is projected horizontally with velocity root 3 meter per second, here this velocity is root 3, not root 35, yeah, root 35 meter per second, the tension in the string is 6k Newton when angle made by the string is 60 degree from the vertical. Now when this angle is 60 degree, I need how much is the tension in the string. To find the tension in the string, I need what is the velocity first. Can you say me important topics? Beta, I have made a video on this channel only which is posted. There I have mentioned 40 topics which are asked every year. Please watch that, and we are doing questions from those 40 topics only. Now this theta is 60. I need this velocity. How much will be this velocity? So what to do? Apply conservation of mechanical energy first. Apply conservation of mechanical energy. This is the initial point. This is my final point. Right, kinetic at 1 plus potential at 1 is equals to kinetic at 2 plus potential at 2. I am discussing everything from the basics here. Try to focus on the concepts, understand these concepts very nicely. Okay. Now, what is kinetic at 1? Half mv naught square, half m v naught square. This is kinetic at 1 plus what is potential at 1? I am taking this as a reference, so potential 0 is equals to what is kinetic at 2? Half mv square, half mv square. What is potential at 2? How much is this height? mgh. Okay, how much is this height? If this is L, this is L cos 60. L cos 60 is L by 2. This is L by 2. So this is also L by 2. So mg into L by 2. Now from here I can find what is my V. First m is getting cancelled, this by 2 is getting cancelled, and V square is coming out to be V naught square minus GL. What is V naught square? V naught square is 35 minus G is 10, and what is L? L is 1, so into 1. So this is 25. This is V naught V square. So I got my velocity as 5 meter per second. Now here I got my velocity as 5 meter per second. This velocity is 5 meter per second. Can I find tension there? Yes. How? Just simple concepts of laws of motion. Here what we will say, now I am rubbing it to make some space. Now here this is mg, this is tension force, okay, and it is having a acceleration, centripetal acceleration v square by r, we know, okay. So if I take the radial component of mg, how much will that be? See this component, I am talking about this component. If this is theta, this is also theta, this is mg cos 60, mg cos 60. So along the radial direction, t minus mg cos 60 is equals to m into a. What is the acceleration in this direction? That is centripetal acceleration. So I will say t minus mg cos 60 is equal to mass into the centripetal acceleration, which is v square. V is 5, so 5 square divided by the radius r. Okay, so tension comes out to be, what is mg? M is 1, g is 10. So 10 into cos 60 is 1 by 2 plus mass again is 1 into V square is 25 divided by, what was my R, the radius there, that was 1. So 1. So this is 5. So this comes out to be 30 Newton. The tension there comes out to be 30 Newton. This was a good conceptual question. There can be some simple question also from, you can say, vertical circular motion. There just, finding the minimum velocity to complete the vertical circle. We know root 5 GL, that should be remembered. And if a particle is thrown with some minimum velocity to complete the vertical circle, find the velocity at a particular angle theta, then again use conservation of mechanical energy. Sir, in 6.5 days, how much percentile can I achieve from 88 percentile? Ravi Kumar. Ravi Kumar, it depends upon you that how eager you are for, 98 or 99 percentile. If you are very eager, trust me, you can do it. First, do the most important topics which I have mentioned, the 40 topics thoroughly. Solve the questions of the important topics thoroughly, understand each and every point very nicely. Okay, many questions you will get straightforward directly. The ratio of radius of gyration of hollow sphere to that of solid cylinder of equal mass and moment of inertia about their diameter AB, okay, as shown in the figure is root of 8 by x, the value of x. We need the ratio of radius of gyration. Mass is equal, here mass is m, here also the mass is m. Now, what is this? This is a solid hollow sphere. For hollow sphere, what is the moment of inertia? 2 by 3 mr square. This is my I1. What is this? This is a cylinder. Now, for cylinder, we know the moment of inertia about this. What is that? Mr square by 2. Mr square by 2 we know. This is a solid cylinder or hollow cylinder? This is a solid cylinder. So about this we know, but we don't know about this. So how to write about this is, see this. This is a simple trick. First write about this. This is mr square by, what is the radius? Radius is r only. Mr square by 2 plus, for the disk about this. Okay, what is, you can say, now for the disk we wrote that is mr square by 2 about this. Now for this cylinder kind of thing, what is that? ml square by 3. Okay, this is a rod like, okay, about this ml square by 3. So m into l is, how much is l? 4r. ml square divided by 3. This is my I2. I can do derivation also, and previously I have done this derivation, but now I am telling you how to remember. First write about this axis, that is mr square by 2. Now think it like a rod, then write about this axis, that is ml square by 3. Now you add it, so it will become I2 is equals to mr square as common 1 by 2 plus 4 square is 16 by 3. 16 by 3. Now I can write it as this is 6. So 2 into 3 plus 3 into 2, 32 mr square. So I2 comes out to be mr square into 35 divided by 6. I need a radius of gyration ratio. So this we write as mk square. mk1 square. This we will write as m into k2 square. So k1 by k2, when I say, what is k1 from here? K1 is equal to root of 2 by 3 into r divided by, what is k2 from here? That will be root of 35 by 6 into r, root of 35 divided by 6. So how much it is now? How much it is now? 3 into 2. So this comes out to be 2 divided by, yeah, root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 divided by root of 35. So this comes out to be root of 70 there. Okay, let us see again. mr square, what is the radius? Radius is r. So mr square by 2 About this, yes. And then about this is ml square, L is 4r, ml square divided by 3. So this is 16 by 3 plus 1 by 2, 6, 3 plus 32. This is 35 by 6. 35 by 6 is there, and there it was 2 by 3 mr square. That was a hollow sphere, yes. 2 by 3 mr square, root of 2 by 3, root of this is root of 2, this comes out to be 2 by 35. There is something missing. Let us check again. No. Don't say parallel axis theorem. We cannot use parallel axis theorem here. We cannot use parallel axis theorem here. Like that. Now, about this axis, I need moment of inertia. At a distance x, I took a thin strip of thickness dx. Now, this is my disk. The moment of inertia of this disk about this axis is, if its mass is dm, so m into r square by, you can say this is my disk, so this is mr square divided by 4, yes. About this is mr square by 2, about diameter is mr square by 4, mr square by 4. I need about this, so use parallel axis theorem, so plus dm into this x square into x square. This is my di. I need to integrate the di. So let us put dm also. What will be my dm? dm will be mass per unit volume rho into the volume of this, that is area of cross section, into the thickness dx. This is the volume. This is my dm. We can put this dm here. So this is r square by 4 plus x square into dm. dm is this. This is rho into a into d into x. This is my di. Now we can integrate it. If you integrate it, rho is constant, take that out, rho into a, that is constant. Then r square by 4 integration is r square by 4 into x plus x square integration is x cube by 3. X goes from 0 to 4r. What was the radius? 0 to 4r. 0 to 4r is my x. Then what it will become? Rho a. R square also I am taking out common. Yes. Anyways, I am taking r cube as common. R cube. Inside it will become x. When you will put 4, so 4 by 4 is 1. So 1 plus. When you will put 4 here, so this is 4 cube divided by 3. 64 divided by 3. So what it is now? This comes out to be rho a into r cube into 1 plus, this is 67 divided by 3. This is my, I need, this is in terms of mass. What is density? Density is mass divided by total volume. Total volume is pi r square into the length, that is 4r, into here this area is my pi r square only, r cube, 67 divided by 3. Anyways, this pi r square, r, here it will become r square only. So this is m r square by 4 into 67 by 3. So this is mr square into 67 divided by 12. 67 by 12 it is coming. I think there was some issue there. 67 by 12. So when you take the root of that, let us do. When you take root of 2 by 3 divided by root of 67 divided by 12. 3 into 4, this is root of 8 divided by 67. This comes out to be 67. Here this was, I think, wrong. This is m into r square divided by 2, mr square divided by 2 plus m into l square divided by 3. Anyways, we did integration, so trust the integration. I'm moving ahead. Yeah, so this is the way of approach wrong? Sir, what was the problem with the first method? Yeah, no, that was not a method, that I was telling to just to remember it, just to remember. That is not the method. You cannot use a perpendicular axis theorem here, the way I was telling. No, no, no. Perpendicular axis theorem is only applicable for laminar bodies, not for 2D bodies. Here this is, sorry, not for 3D bodies. So this is a 3D body. Certainly you cannot apply parallel axis theorem. But just a method to remember, if we try again, so what it should become? It should become somewhat like ml square by 3 and yeah, ml square by 3 plus mr square, like that. Anyways, integration is better, so I'm moving ahead. That was just a method to remember. If you can remember like it, it is okay. Next is, a sphere S of mass m is given a finite angular velocity about a horizontal axis passing through the center. So you can consider a horizontal axis which is passing through the center and it is rotated like this. It means the sphere about this is rotating like this with some angular velocity omega. Now it is gently placed on the plank of same mass. The coefficient of friction between the two is mu, between this and this is mu, and the plank rests on smooth horizontal surface as shown. The initial acceleration of the sphere relative to the plank will be. Now it is rotating with some angular velocity. When you just placed on it, what will happen? Kinetic friction will be there. Yes. How much will be the kinetic friction? Mu n. Kinetic friction is constant. So on the upper, it was rotating like this. It will have mu n force in this direction. On the lower plank, it will be a mu n force in this direction. What is n? Normal. Normal is mg. And here is mg. Okay. So if the force is mu mg in this direction, what will be the acceleration? Acceleration in this direction is force, that is mu mg divided by the mass. So acceleration is mu g. What is the acceleration of this plank? That is also divided by mass. So this also mu g. So this sphere is having mu g acceleration in this direction. This plank is having mu g acceleration in that direction. What is the relative acceleration? 2 mu g. Relative acceleration is 2 mu g. Clear? Next, each of the three blocks PQR shown in the figure are of mass 3 kg. Each of the wire A and B having cross section area this and Young's modulus this. We need longitudinal strain on wire B. Longitudinal strain on wire B, on this wire. Now again I am saying Young's modulus is the only thing which was asked in January attempt from solids. And yes, Young's modulus is very important topic. This question is for top ranks. Okay, so Young's modulus is important topic from mechanical properties of solids. If you are having backlog mechanical properties of solids, only prepare one thing, that is Young's modulus. That's all, nothing else. Only 3 questions were asked in January, all the 3 were from Young's modulus. Each of the 3 blocks P, Q and R as shown in the figure has a mass m, that is 3 kg. Each of the wire A, B has cross section area this, Young's modulus is this. We need how much is the strain here. Strain here, I need tension first. First I will find tension, from tension I will find stress, from stress I will find strain. Now how much is the tension here? How much is the tension here? Can I find? Yes, easily. I can write acceleration of this whole system is the pulling force total is mg divided by total inertia is my 3m. So acceleration is g by 3. So this system is going down with an acceleration of g by 3. Now if this block is going down with the acceleration g by 3, how much will be this tension? See, this tension is T here, this mass m, force due to gravity mg, going down with acceleration g by 3. Write the equation, mg minus T is equals to m into g by 3. Like this you write. From here, this tension comes out to be mg minus mg by 3, that is 2 by 3 mg. This is the tension in wire B. I got the tension. What is the stress? Stress is equals to tension divided by area of cross section. So 2 by 3 mg by A. This is my stress. But I need strain. I need strain. Stress by strain is Young's modulus. Okay, Young's modulus is stress by strain. So strain is equals to stress divided by Young's modulus. So this is 2 mg by 3 A into Y. Clear? Now we have to do some calculations. Mass we know. What is the mass? Mass 3 kg. G, that is 10. Area, this is 0.05. And Young's modulus is 2 into 10 to the power 11. Just put the values, you'll get the answer. Okay. So direct questions are there. This question is direct. There is nothing complicated in this particular question. Next. Okay, yeah. Now moving to gravitation. From gravitation, variation of acceleration due to gravity is the most important thing. This question although seems simple, but yes, it is asked. It was asked in January. It will be asked in April also. Let us solve this question. A body weight is W is projected vertically upward from Earth's surface to reach a height above the Earth which is equal to 9 times the radius of Earth. From here you are projecting the ball, okay, upward from the Earth's surface to reach a height above the Earth which is 9 times the radius of Earth. So here the ball reaches and this height is 9r. So from the center, how much is the distance? 10r. What will be the force there? Gmm by 10r square means 100. Okay. So force is equal to Gmm divided by 100 r square divided by mass is my acceleration. This is my G dash. So G dash comes out to be Gm divided by 100 r square. What is this? This is acceleration due to gravity on surface of Earth. So this is G divided by 100. So G is getting 100 times. It means weight will G is getting 1 by 100th. So weight will also get 1 by 100th. So that is option 2. Yes, 2 answer. Great. For the last question, okay, here you are getting 2. That's great. Good. It means you are solving the questions. Somebody is doing the calculations. Huh? Good. Good to see. W by 100. Yes, W by 100 it is now. Yeah, Black Mystery, Purvi and Kiran. Great. Next question. Satellite. Yes, satellite is also important topic. Do it nicely. Let us do some, this is a theoretical question on satellite. But at least you should remember the relation of speed and the radius for a satellite. V is equals to root of Gm by r, the kinetic energy of the satellite, the total energy of the satellite, the potential energy of the satellite, the relation between the three. Now solve this question. A satellite of mass m is in a circular orbit of radius r about the center of Earth. This is Earth. Okay. About its center, the satellite is moving like this. The meteorite of same mass falling towards the Earth collides with the satellite completely inelastically. This was the satellite. Now a meteorite is coming, falling towards the Earth and collides with satellite. Mass is also same. The speed of the satellite and meteorite are same. It means this satellite was having this velocity v in this direction and this meteorite of the same mass is having towards the center velocity v. Now inelastically means they will move together after collision. So after collision, this mass 2m, how much will be the velocity? Along this tangential direction, velocity will be v by 2. Okay, along the tangential direction you can say initial momentum is equal to final momentum. So v by 2. Along radial direction also v by 2. So this 2m mass is having a velocity that is v by root 2 like this at some particular angle. Okay, v by root 2. So the velocity is initially it was v, now it is v by root 2. V was root of gm by r. So velocity is lesser than the velocity which were required to revolve in the circular orbit. So how the path will change? It will become elliptical. If the velocity is lesser than the velocity required to rotate in the circular orbit, it will be elliptical. Okay. Sir, how to revise in last 3 days? I have paper on April 2, 2nd April, yeah. So this is what we are doing here. We are revising all the important topics, all the important questions. Next, now this is from Archimedes principle. Archimedes principle is also important topic from fluid mechanics. Important to understand. There was a question on January attempt also from this. A cubical block of density 600 kg. Okay, this question is 2026 question only. This is the same question. A cubical block of density this floats on liquid of density this. If the height of the block is this, then the height of the submerged part will be. This is my cubical block. It is submerged in the liquid. Let us take like this. For this, apply equilibrium. Downward force is mg. Upward force is force due to buoyancy. So you will say force due to buoyancy is equals to mg. This is how we'll say. What is force due to buoyancy? That is V in rho g. This is my V in. So force due to buoyancy is V in into rho liquid into g is equals to. What is mg? Mg you can say total volume into the density of the block into g. This we can say. From here this g is getting cancelled. V in you can write the height which is inside h in into the area of cross section into density of the liquid. Density of the liquid is 900 is equal to V you can say total height of the block into area of cross section into density of the block, that is 600. This is how much it is? 3 into 2. This is 3 into 3. Area is getting cancelled. So height inside is equals to this is 2 by 3, yeah, 2 by 3 times of the total height. What is that? 2 by 3 times of the total height was 8. Yeah, 5.33. 5.3. Yes, perfect, Purvi. My shift question and I did it correct. Okay, black chemistry, how much was your percentile in January attempt? Can you mention that? I think it should be good. And you can tell your physics score also. A soap bubble in vacuum has radius 12 centimeter. Another soap bubble in vacuum has a radius 5 centimeter. The two bubbles coalesce under isothermal condition, then what will be the radius of the new bubble? Okay, this was first bubble, radius 12 centimeter. This is second bubble, radius 5 centimeter. They coalesce means combined. Now this is my final bubble. How much is this radius? Please explain again, sir. Kiran, which you are talking about? Previous question. So here this block is in equilibrium. So the force due to buoyancy is in the upward direction and force due to gravity is in the downward direction. So F buoyant is equals to mg. This is clear. According to Archimedes principle, how we say force due to buoyancy? V in rho g, volume inside into density of the liquid into g. This I wrote. What is mass? Total volume into density of the block. This is mass into g. G got cancelled both sides. Volume in will be height which is inside into area of cross section. Yes. Total volume will be total height into total area of cross section. Both the densities we put and we got the value of h in. Easy question. 90 sir. I am aiming 99 plus in April. Okay. Can you mention your physics score also? Please mention your physics score also. Hello Pramod. Yeah. Hello. This is the condition. Now it is mentioned to us, it is isothermal. Now I will say whatever is the number of moles here plus number of moles here is equals to final number of moles n. How we write number of moles? PV is equals to nRT. Okay, so n is equals to PV by RT. N is equals to PV by RT. So I will say P1 V1 by R T1 plus P2 V2 by R T2 is equal to final pressure here into final volume there divided by R into T3. Now the thing is, it is isothermal. Isothermal means my T1 is equal to T2 is equals to T3. This condition is given to you. Now I got this relation. What is pressure? Now it is in vacuum. Only pressure inside the bubble will be the excess pressure. And what is excess pressure? 4T by R for a bubble. So here if I write pressure P1 is equals to 4T by R1. If here I write the pressure P2, that will be 4T by R2. If here I write the pressure 4T by, let us take this as R3, R3. Now put the values. P1 as 4T by R1, 4T by R1. Volume V1 is 4 by 3 pi R1 cube plus P2 4T by R3, 4T by, sorry, R2, 4T by R2 into volume 4 by 3 pi R2 cube is equal to, here, what is P? 4T by R3 into volume 4 by 3 pi R3 cube, like this. Got it? From here 4T will cancel. And 4 pi by 3, that is also constant, that will also get cancelled. It will become R1 square plus R2 square is equals to R3 square. So I got R1 square plus R2 square is equals to R3 square. Okay, and yes, I can say from here, what is R1? R1 is 12, R2 is 5. If I do that, R3 will become 13. That is option 3. Okay, in physics you had 85. Okay, that's not at all bad. That is actually a good score in physics. But yes, you should improve because physics is scoring. Physics is scoring. In my times also, like when I gave 2013 it was, 2013 when I gave, physics is always scoring. That year also physics was scoring. I sit in the exam. Physics questions were just straightforward. I knew what is going to come and exactly same things came in my paper. I was not good at chemistry that much, but yes. Okay. Somebody is saying, sir, you don't know nothing, Shubham. If I don't know nothing, then you know in negative, then I'll say. I qualified JEE Mains, JEE Advanced along with the 12th, okay, and yes, I was average student before that, not an exceptional one, and yes, many other things also I did, but we'll tell you someday else. Sir, I'm preparing for 2027. Okay, that's great. Yes, sir, I will do it in April. Yes, you should do. Physics means you should get 100 actually. Target for 100 in physics. If you get 95, it is okay. Water flows through a horizontal tube as shown in the figure. The difference between the heights is mentioned. Okay, this is 2026 question only. Yes. The vertical tubes, this height difference is 5 centimeter. Cross sections at A and B are 6 and 3. The rate of flow will be. What is rate of flow? Rate of flow we say Q. Q is A into V. So this is A1 V1, that is equal to A2 V2 here. We know that. We can do it. So this is 2026 PYQ. Yes, this is 2026 PYQ. This year only. This question was asked. Now, we'll use Bernoulli's theorem. This is point 1. This is point 2. So at 1, I'll say P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho G H1. This is at point 1. This is constant, okay, is equals to at point 2 P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho G H2. Now solve it. H1 is equals to H2 because these two points are on the same level. This and this is getting cancelled. Now what else? P1 minus P2 is equals to half rho V2 square minus V1 square. What is P1 minus P2? Height difference is 5. P1 minus P2 is rho G into H, that is 5. So rho G into H is my 5 centimeter is equals to half rho into V1 and V2. Areas are 6 and 3. Here the area is 6, here the area is 3. So here if I say velocity is V1, what will be the velocity here? A into V is constant. Here it will be 2V1. So this is my V2 basically. V2 is 2V1. You can put V2 as 2V1. It will become 4V1 square minus V1 square. Okay. Now rho is getting cancelled. Okay. 2 will come here. 2G into 5 centimeter. You can write 5 by 100 is equals to 3V1 square. Okay. G is 10. So this 10. This 10, this 10, this 10. So V1 comes out to be 1 by root 3. Okay, V1 comes out to be 1 by root 3. V2 will be equal to twice of this. I need A1 into V1 or A2 into V2. I got V1, I'll just multiply A1. So Q is equals to A1 V1. What is A1? A1 is here, this area. This is 6 centimeter square. So 6 centimeter square means 10 to the power minus 4 into what is V1? V1 is 1 by root 3. Okay, I need in centimeter cube per second only. So I can say this is 6 into 100 divided by root 3. So this will become 2 root 3. So 200 root 3. That is option 4. That is option 4. 200 root 3. Yes. Okay. Got it? Next question. Two small drops of mercury, each of radius r, coalesce to form a single large drop. The total surface energy before and after the change is. Surface energy questions are the simplest, but yes, they are asked every year. Now, two small drops, each of mercury, radius r, coalesce to form a single drop. Now, two drops, radius r, they made a single large drop. What will be the radius there? Conserve the volume. So here volume is 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, and here the volume is 4 by 3. Let us take radius is r, small r. Okay, 4 by 3 pi small r cube. 4 by 3 pi is getting cancelled. Small r comes out to be 2 to the power 1 by 3 into r. This is my radius. I got my radius. The change in the surface energy. What is the ratio of the surface energy before and after? What is the final surface energy? Final surface area 4 pi r square, this r square. So 2 to the power 2 by 3 into r square into surface tension. Surface area into surface tension. Initial surface energy is equals to the surface area. How much is? 4 pi r square into 2, because 2 drops are there. So 2 into 4 pi r square into the surface tension T. Divide these two things. 4 pi constant, r square and T. So what it is? This is 1 by 2 to the power 1 by 3. 1 is to 2 to the power 1 by 3. Option second is coming here. I think black mystery is mentioning for the previous question. Okay. So here we got second as the correct answer. Next question. Okay, it is ice and water thing. Let us do. A block of ice of mass 120 gram at temperature 0 degree Celsius. Now this is block of ice. Mass is 120 gram. Temperature is 0 degree Celsius. Is put in a 300 gram of water at 25 degrees Celsius. This is water, 300 gram water at 25 degrees Celsius. X gram of ice melts as the temperature of the water reaches 0. So finally, this mixture is at 0 degrees Celsius. Some part of ice is remaining. X gram of ice melts. It means this remaining portion will be 120 minus X. Now, conserve the energy. Heat lost by the water will be equal to heat absorbed by the ice. Simple thing. Write it. Heat lost by water is equal to heat absorbed by ice. Simple. My water went from 25 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. How much is the heat lost by water? Ms delta T. Mass is 300 into, for water we know heat capacity. Okay, here it is mentioned. This is 4200. Okay, convert that to kg because this is in kg. So 0.3, 300 gram means 0.3 kg into 4200 ms into delta T. 25 to 0. So delta T is 25 is equal to heat absorbed by ice. Initially ice was at 0, final also ice is at 0, some ice melted. So heat is absorbed by which part of the ice which melted. How much melted? X gram. When X gram ice will melt, how much heat it will absorb? ml. Q is equals to ml. M is X into latent heat of fusion, that is 3.5 into 10 to the power 5. This is I think in kg. If this is in X gram, I will convert this to kg by dividing with 1000. So X, this became now in kg into the latent heat, which is 3.5 into 10 to the power 5. So from here, I will get how much the ice melted. We will get the value of X. Just apply conservation of the energy. The heat lost by one thing will be equal to heat absorbed by the other thing. Sir, please tell how to avoid sign mistakes in thermodynamics. Just do some practice of the questions. First, be clear with the sign. Work done by the system is positive. If system is expanding, work done will be positive. System is contracting, work done will be negative. Okay. If you are giving heat to the gas, if you are giving to the gas, Q is positive. If heat is released by the gas, Q is negative. And if temperature of the gas is increasing, delta Q is positive because delta Q is equals to NCV delta T. If temperature is decreasing, delta Q is negative. Just remember these things. Next question. Ratio of root mean square. Root mean square velocity is the simplest, like, what is simplest? It's not even, a concept. Just remember the formula. And like, a question was asked similar, okay, this is 2024 question. Similar type of question was asked in 2026 January attempt, if you remember that. So a sample contains mixture of helium and oxygen gas. The ratio of root mean square speed of helium and oxygen in the sample is. If it is a mixture, it means temperature is same. We know Vrms is equals to root of 3 RT by m. Now it is a mixture, means temperature is same. 3R is constant. It is just inversely proportional to the square root of the mass. So I will say V1 divided by V2 is equals to root of M2 divided by M1. Which two gases are there? Helium and oxygen. For oxygen 32, for helium 4. This comes out to be root 8. 2 root 2 is to 1. Second option. Direct question was there from RMS speed. Now even if somebody misses these type of question, then it is not good. Okay. Another question. You will fear this question just by looking at this, but trust me, it's not that difficult. Let us do this. Okay, somebody is mentioning option 2. Yes, it was option 2. Yes, black mystery. Now this question, piston type of problems. Now let us solve this. There's a logic. Just by seeing this question, actually somebody can do this. Sir, what mistakes should we avoid in last week? Don't go topic wise topic. Okay, don't go chapter wise, means just go topic wise. First prepare the highest weightage topics, which video I have put on this channel. Prepare those 40 topics very nicely. Do all JEE Mains 2026 question if you have time. I'll have marathon also for that. Okay, I'll bring all the 2026 question maybe on 31st. Yeah, on 31st I'll bring them. A piston of mass m is hung from massless spring whose restoration force law goes like this. Now this is a hypothetical spring. Its force constant is k and it varies like k into x cube like this. K is spring constant. The piston separates the vertical chamber into two parts. The bottom part is filled with n moles of ideal gas. An external work is done on the gas isothermally at constant temperature. You are doing work at constant temperature is constant with the help of heating filament. So you have put here a heating filament mounted in the lower part of the chamber so that piston goes up from height L node to L1. Yes, the total energy delivered by the filament is. Now how much energy, where the energy will go? Just see this conceptually, just logic. If the question is too long, the answer would be simple. Yes. So just see how, where and how the energy will go. First understand. First thing is energy will be stored in the spring potential energy. Next is this piston is rising, so gravitational potential energy of the piston. Second thing. Third thing, work done, isothermal process na, expansion is happening, work done by the gas. Internal energy will change or not? No, because temperature is constant, so internal energy will not change. So I will say total energy that you will supply, that will go as my work done against the spring. Now this is kx cube thing. When you do the integration, this will be kx to the power 4 by 4. So work done by the spring is k by 4. Limit of x goes from initial, it was at natural length, finally it is having a compression of L minus L node. Is it mentioned the piston separates vertically, spring constant like this, the heating filament, okay, the piston, the total energy is like, assume the spring to be initial natural length, yes. So the compression will be L1 minus L node. So L1 minus L node to the power 4. This is the energy that will be stored in the spring plus work done by the gas nRT ln V2 by V1, nRT ln V2. V2 is area of cross section into length, V1 area into cross section into this length, so L1 by L node plus it will rise by a height of this. What is the mass of this piston, is it mentioned? M, so mgh. Its gravitational potential energy m into g into the height rise, that is this, so this is L1 minus L node. Just by simple logic you can solve this question. Sir, is this sufficient for 80 marks in physics? Beta, we are taking 50 questions and these 50 questions are from all high weightage topics, okay, and yes, very high probability that you will see lot of questions from here, So which expression? Now actually by NTA there was a mistake in this question, okay, so they mentioned L1 to the power 4 minus L0 to the power 4, which was wrong, okay, so here it should be L1 minus L0 to the power 4. This was a bonus by NTA, this question was a bonus by NTA, they did some mistake, they wrote L1 to the power 4 minus L0 to the power, no, in spring the elongation is not changing from L1 to L node, elongation is changing from 0 to L1 minus L node, therefore we have to write like this. Next question, simplest of the things, in SHM spring mass system is there, write the time period as 2 pi root m by k equivalent, find the k. Now there can be many variation, there can be one variation, you put this in some liquid, okay, you put this in some liquid, will anything change there? Nothing will change, okay. If you put this in some liquid, some constant force will not change the time period. If you apply some electric field, give some charge, nothing will change. If electric field is constant force will not change the time period. Springs are connected like this, you can find the k equivalent. These two springs are in parallel, k equivalent is 2k. this is in series with this. So here K equivalent will be K1 K2 divided by K1 plus K2. So 2K into K divided by 2K plus K. So this is 2K by 3. 2K by 3 for this is K. Now 2K by 3 and K are in parallel. So K equivalent comes out to be K plus 2K by 3. Remember it, for parallel, K equivalent is equals to K1 plus K2. Okay. For series, K equivalent is equals to K1 K2 divided by K1 plus K2. This should be remembered. This should be remembered nicely. How to find K equivalent for series and parallel combination of spring. Now, how much it is? This is 5K by 3. 5K by 3, accordingly you can put it. So 2 pi root of m divided by 5K divided by 3. If you take 2 inside, it will become 4. So 3 into 4 is 12. Alpha comes out to be 12 in this. You have done this question, I think, previously. Okay. Next, yes, 12 is the correct answer. Yes, black mystery. Next question, organ pipes. Now in waves, yes, organ pipes was asked, and standing waves in organ pipe, and you can, like, from waves try to understand for closed organ pipe, for open organ pipe, for a string also. Now in the resonance experiment, two air columns closed at one end of 100 centimeter and 120 centimeter long gives 15 beats per second. Means F1 minus F2 mod of this is equal to 15. When one is sounded in the respective when each one is sounded in their respective fundamental modes. Okay, so fundamental of first and fundamental of second, you take the difference. We need the velocity of sound. How we write the fundamental frequency when it is closed from one end? What is that? How we write the frequency for you can say nth, like that. So that will be 2n minus 1. It is closed from one end, so V divided by 4L. It is odd multiples of V by 4L. Remember it. It is odd multiples of V by 4L. These are closed at one end, na? Yeah, closed at one end, yes. Odd multiples of V by 4L. For fundamental, it will be just V by 4L. So its fundamental will be V by 4L1. Its fundamental will be V by 4L2. This is given as 15. V is velocity of sound, that you can take out. So V by 4 into 1 by L1 minus 1 by L2. So this is 1 by 100 minus 1 by 120. And this, you need to convert this to SI. So divide that with 100, because converting that to meter, this is equals to 15. From here easily we can find what is the value of V. Direct formula based. Clear? What is the answer? Is there anybody doing the calculations? Please mention. If you are doing the calculations, please mention the answer. I am moving next to the next question. Now we are moving to electrostatics. From electrostatics, understand how to write electric field due to multiple point charges and due to the standard uniform charge distribution things. Okay, that's all. For electric field. And yes, the capacitor is also very important, and if you have time you can prepare for potential energy also. 360 was the answer. Okay, black mystery. Now, two infinite plane sheets with uniform surface charge density plus sigma are capped in such a way that angle between them is 30 degree, like this. The electric field in a region shown between them is, in this region, if I ask you what is the electric field, what you will say? Due to each sheet, find and take the vector resultant. Now due to this sheet, it will be in this direction. How much? Sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Due to this sheet, it will be in this direction. How much? Sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Now just see how much is the angle. This with the vertical is, this sheet with the vertical is making 60, so this angle is 60. Okay, this angle is 60, and this angle is 60, this angle is 30. Now I can take the components. This sigma by 2 epsilon naught is along y-axis only. So I can say this is sigma by 2 epsilon naught j cap plus. Now take the component of this. This is sigma by 2 epsilon naught cos 30, that will be along negative y-axis. So minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught cos 30 j cap. Along I cap, when you take, that is sigma by 2 epsilon naught sin 30, and that is minus I cap. So minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught sin 30 I cap. That's all. Now write it together. You can take sigma by 2 epsilon naught common. Let us write for j cap first. It will become 1 minus root 3 by 2. Then sin 30 is 1 by 2, so minus 1 by 2 I cap. So this is sigma by 2 epsilon naught into 1 minus root 3 by 2 y cap minus I cap divided by 2. Here they are using y cap and x cap. So that is my j cap and I cap, same thing. Easy? Easy to go? Next question. Now capacitor. From capacitors, 6 questions were asked in January attempt from dielectrics. Okay, dielectric is inserted, find the equivalent capacitance, or dielectric is inserted, find how the charge will change, how the potential across the capacitor will change. Just understand these fundamentals nicely. Now a question on the dielectric. A parallel plate capacitor is filled half with two dielectrics of dielectric constant epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 as shown here, epsilon 1, epsilon 2. The distance between the plates is d. Okay, this total distance is d, and the area of the plate is a. If the capacitance of the first configuration and second configurations are C1 and C2, what is the value of C1 and C1 by C2? So here the capacitance is C1, here the capacitance is C2. Okay, this is d by 2, this is d by 2. So these two capacitors are in series. Which two? This upper one. Let us take, this is my C1 here. Okay, not C1, C2. Let us take CA, CB, or whatever it is. Like that you can say. Now these two are in series. How we write series combination equivalent? So 1 by C1 is equals to 1 by C of this plus 1 by C of this. 1 by, what is C of this? A epsilon naught into dielectric is epsilon. So epsilon 1 divided by A epsilon naught divided by D. What is D? D by 2. So D by 2 will go in the numerator, D by 2. Plus, for the other one, it will become D by 2 divided by A epsilon naught epsilon 2. Like this. From here, you can take D by 2 A epsilon naught as common, and this will become 1 by epsilon 1 plus 1 by epsilon 2. This is my 1 by C1. I got C1. Yes, I can say C1 is equals to 2A epsilon naught by D into epsilon 1 epsilon 2 divided by epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2. I got my C1. Now write for C2 also. For C2, these two are in parallel, so just add them. Parallel equivalent finding is very easy. So C2, when I say, is equals to this capacitance. This capacitance, here area is half, so A is A by 2 into epsilon will become epsilon naught into epsilon 2, A epsilon into K divided by, what is D? D is D only, D plus. For the other one, it will become A by 2 into epsilon naught epsilon 1 divided by D. Now take A epsilon naught by D as common, it will become epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2. So C2 comes out to be A epsilon naught by D into epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2. Now I need the ratio of these two, so take the ratio of the two. So it will okay, I need C1 by C2, yeah, it is right. So A epsilon naught by D, A epsilon naught by D, that thing will cancel. Let us see this part, that is cancelled. So 2 into epsilon 1 epsilon 2 divided by epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2 whole square. Area was half. Okay. I missed this 2 here. Here it was a 2. So that 2 was there, na? Here it was 2. It will become 4 times of that. Second option is coming. So your teaching is very good. Thank you for your appreciation. If you are taking benefit from this discussion, then it's great for me. Okay, everybody got this point? Capacitors with dielectric, very important. 6 question, you see 6 question direct. Some calculations happens due to the dielectric that we understand. There was one question which was logical. In the January attempt, the dielectric question was there, but that was logical. There we need not do the calculation. There we need to just mark the answer directly. Yes, it will be very beneficial, Ravi. This is the right time. Solving of PYQ very nicely, thoroughly, understanding them. Yeah. And yes, you can take help of the 40 topics which I mentioned on the video on this channel. Next, yes, Rishi, please mention the doubt, whatever doubt you are having. Are these questions enough if we understand the concept and we have to practice more? If you understood the concepts nicely, that is good, but I will give you some, on these 40 topics only, I will give you one more set of 50 questions for your practice. So if you have time, you can go through that also, because what happens is some variation can come. If some variation can come, can you handle that? If you can handle then it's well and good. You understood the concept, no problem, you will get the marks. Okay, like in this question, now dielectrics are inserted like this. What will happen if the dielectrics are inserted like this? Okay, here K1, K2, K3, K4. So something can change. Not that, sir, you told a similar question, it should come as it is. No, something can change. Okay. Now in this discussion, Purvi, can you teach any problem using nodal analysis, sir? I have covered nodal analysis, Purvi, in my one shots. If you go in current in electricity and watch that one shot, there I have taken question on nodal analysis. Here I am sticking to the 50 questions which I have brought with me. Sir, is pure rotational and translational motion there for JEE Mains? Pure rotational and it is there in the syllabus of JEE Mains. Yes, it is there. The value of I1 flowing from A to C in the circuit diagram. How much will be this current I1? Now just by seeing this only somebody can solve. I need I1, just move in this loop. There is no connectivity in between. So I will say 8 is equals to I1 into 4 plus 4, that is 8 into I1. So I1 comes out to be 1 ampere. It was just a simple thing. But yes, Kirchhoff law, how to apply Kirchhoff law, how to write the equation in a loop, how to detect resistors in series and parallel, those things should be understood very nicely. Wheatstone, we'll come to that. Okay, yeah, this is Wheatstone. This is meter bridge, but yes, meter bridge is same as that of Wheatstone. In the experiment setup of meter bridge shown in figure, the null point is obtained at a distance of 40 centimeter from A. So the null point is here. This is at 40 centimeter. If 10 ohm resistor, okay, now at this point, null point is observed at 40. So I can relate R1 and R2. I will say R1 divided by this resistance is equal to R2 divided by this resistance. This is how the Wheatstone bridge is balanced. This resistance by this resistance is equal to this resistance by this resistance. Here this is a uniform wire. Resistance of uniform wire is proportional to its length. So I can say this resistance by this length is equal to this resistance by this length. So R1 divided by 40 is equal to R2 divided by this length, which is 60. Okay. Now 20 into 2, 20 into 3. So R1 by R2 comes out to be 2 by 3. This thing is clear. Next, what happened? If 10 ohm resistor is connected in series with R1, now here I connected in series a 10 ohm. So this will become R1 plus 10. The null point shifts by 10 centimeter. In which direction it will shift? If this resistance increases, this length will only increase, na? It will shift like this by 10 centimeter. Means total will become 50 centimeter from here. Previously it was 40. So I will say R1 plus 10 divided by 50 is equals to R2 divided by 50. It means R1 plus 10 is equal to R2. Yes. The resistance that should be connected in parallel with R1 such that the null point shifts back to the initial point. Now in parallel with R1 plus 10. Now this is my R1 plus 10. Here this is my R1 plus 10. Now I am connecting another resistor R in parallel such that the point will shift back. The point will shift back. It means this resistance has to be equal to the original resistance which was R1. Simple thing. Okay. So what is the parallel equivalent of these two? R into R1 plus 10 divided by R plus R1 plus 10. And this is equal to the original R1. From here, what are the variables? R1, R2 and R. This is first equation, this is second equation, this is third equation. 3 equations, 3 variables, it can be simplified. How to solve a circuit with nodal analysis? Sridhar. Sridhar, I have discussed nodal analysis in detail in my one shot, but if you need a quick thing to understand, let me give you. Okay, 2 students are asking, so I'll tell that. Okay, this point you got. I have 3 variables R1, R2 and small r, 3 equations. I can easily get the 3 variables. We can solve from here. There was one famous question was asked by JEE. Okay, let us do that. What was that? This was V node. Here this was grounded. Some battery here, one resistance, another battery here, another resistor, another battery here, another resistor. Let us take this as 5 volt. This resistor is 2 ohm. This is 10 volt. This resistance is 4. Not 4, let us take 3 ohm. This voltage is, let us take 15. This is 5 ohm. And it is asked from us what is the value of V node. Okay, here we have to find V node. Okay, so it was just a simple thing, but there can be some circuits like this. Okay, like this. I am taking a battery here. Let us take how? Let us take like this. This is mentioned here. This is 1 ohm. This is 2 ohm. Let us take this is 5 ohm. This is 10 volt and this is 2 volt. Now I am telling you. So let us talk about this thing. This thing is straightforward only. I grounded it. Okay, here potential is V node. Here I will say this I1, this I2 current, this is I3 current. So at this node, total incoming current is 0. Total outgoing current has to be 0. So I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equals to 0. This was asked by JEE Mains actually. So if I write I1, this is 0, this is 15. Okay, so how much is this? Minus 15. Okay, positive to minus 15. This is V node. What is the potential difference? V node minus 15. So V node plus 15 divided by 5. This is my I1 plus. For I2, V node plus 10. V node plus 10 divided by 3. For I3, V node plus 5 divided by 2. This whole equal to 0. Now here if I have to apply nodal analysis, let us take. To apply nodal analysis, let us take here I have to find current here on from I1 or from I2 like that. So what I can do is ground one point. I don't know the potential of this point. Let us take the potential of this point as V. Then at this node also I can say this current I1, this current I2, this current I3. I can say I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equals to 0. Now what is I1? I1, the current that is through this 1 ohm, this potential is 0. So this will be 0 plus 2. Okay, this is 2. So I1 will be V minus 2 by 1. V minus 2 by 1 plus, what is I2? V minus 0 by 2. V minus 0 by 2 plus, what is I3? I3 is the, you can say my current through this. So this is V plus 10. So V plus 10 minus 0 by 5. This is equals to 0. From here I can get what is this V. Once I got V, I can easily write what is my I1, what is I2, what is I3. This is nodal analysis method. Okay, in nodal analysis method, sometimes you can say nodal analysis method is very helpful. You need not write, move in the loops and all those things. But it's not that always the nodal analysis is a preferable method. No, may not be. It depends. Okay, you have to see if a circuit is like that, it can be solved with nodal analysis very quickly, then you can use nodal analysis. If not, then don't use it. Okay, now cells combination question. This is a very good question on cell combination. It requires to understand, here it is required to understand what is series combination, what is parallel combination, and then we need to find what is value of M, what is value of N. Teach in English, it helps so much. Okay, Dhanush, great to see you. But I want all of you to attend the live sessions. Okay, we are conducting the live sessions and I see most of the students, they, prefer to watch recorded or like that. So try to come in the live session. Participation will be very good. To get a maximum current through a resistor, which is 25 ohm, one can use M rows of cells and each row has N cells. Means this one cell, this two cell, this three cell, like that, this, there are N rows. There are, each row is having N cells. Now here we are N cells and there are M rows. So similar to these, we are having M rows. Now this whole thing is connected with an external resistance which is 2.5 ohm. Total number of cells are 20. It means Mn is equals to 20. Internal resistance of each cell is 0.5 and the EMF is not mentioned. Okay, so these all cells are equal. Now you need to find what should be the value of M and N such that here this current is maximum. Here this current is maximum, that is given to us. What should be the condition? What should be the value of M? What should be the value of N here? Now we need to apply series and parallel equivalent. From this, find the equivalent EMF. Let us take that as E equivalent. Find the equivalent internal resistance. Let us take that as R equivalent. Connect it with this 2.5. Write the current, that will become E equivalent divided by R equivalent plus 2.5. This will be the current, and then try to maximize this value. Then try to maximize this value of the current. This is what you have to do. Getting it? So this exercise has to be done. Let us do this. Let us first find for one row. For one row, what is the equivalent EMF? N times of E. For one row, what is the equivalent EMF? N times of E. What is the equivalent resistance? N times of R. Now, there are not M rows, M columns. These are M columns. Anyways, like that. There are m number of rows, you can say, one row, second row, m number of rows. Now when m number of such rows will come, first find the R equivalent. So 1 by R equivalent is equals to 1 by R1, so that is 1 by NR, plus 1 by R2, plus 1 by NR, plus 1 by NR, plus 1 by NR, how much times? M times. So this is M. So from here I got R equivalent is equals to N by M into R. This is my R equivalent. What is E equivalent? E equivalent divided by R equivalent is NR by M, is equals to E1 by R1, E2 by R2, E3 by R3. E by R, E by R, E by R. How many times? M times. M, E by R. M and M got cancelled. R and R got cancelled. E equivalent comes out to be N times of E. So final I am having E equivalent as N times of E. E equivalent as N times of E and R equivalent as N by M times of R. These two. Now write the current here. So my current will become NE, this is the EMF, divided by resistance NR by M plus 2.5. So NE divided by, what is R? R is 0.5. So N by M into 0.5 plus 2.5. This is how we have to write. Now what is the value of okay, N into M we know that is 20. I can write N as 20 by M. Okay, N I can write as 20 by M, or M, let us write M. M is 20 by N. So M is 20 by N. So I will become NE divided by, so this will become 20 divided by N, 0.5 is 1 by 2, so this will become by 40. So this is N square by 40 plus 2.5. Now this N is depending upon this current is depending upon N only. So what we can do is di by dN is equals to 0. Put di by dN is equals to 0, you will get the value of N. From there you will get the value of M. Getting it? Can you differentiate it and put equal to 0? Let me do. So this is NE divided by, what it is? N square by 40 plus 2.5. N square by 40 plus 2.5. So this I can write as 40 NE divided by N square plus 2.5 into 40 is 100. This is my I. Di by dN. What is differentiated? 40 E is my constant, I am taking that out. First differentiate N, so that is 1, N square plus 100. Then take N out, differentiate 1 by N plus 100. Okay, so that will become 1 by N square plus 100 whole square with a negative sign. Okay, with a negative sign here, into differentiation of this, that will become 2N, and equate this with 0. And from here this N square plus 100 thing, this N square plus 100 thing we can take out. So 1 is equals to 2N square divided by N square plus 100. So N comes out to be 10. I took this question purposely because here all the concepts are used. You may say, sir, this is a difficult question. Yes, I know this is a difficult question. And if this much lengthy question is asked in mains, so we prefer to skip that as of now, because it takes a lot of time to solve it. But I took this question in this discussion because here all the concepts are used. Here series equivalent, parallel equivalent, finding the current, in the external resistance, everything is used. If you understood this question, it means your cells combination concepts are very clear. N is equals to 10, M is equals to 2. Yes, Videsh, perfect. Next question on galvanometer. A galvanometer having a coil of resistance 30 ohm needs 20 milliampere of current for full scale deflection. Okay, if a maximum current of 3 ampere has to be measured using the galvanometer, the resistance of shunt should be. Now it is already mentioning that we need a shunt. Yes, we know. If you have to increase the rating, okay, of the current rating of the galvanometer, then we have to connect a shunt. This is my galvanometer, and this galvanometer only allows maximum current of 20 milliampere. Its resistance is 30 ohm. I connected a shunt resistance in series. Let us take R shunt, and due to this shunt resistance, the limit increased to 3 ampere. It means this 3 ampere current is coming from here. From galvanometer only 20 milliampere will go, rest will pass through the shunt. Now here we can say that the current will divide itself in the opposite ratio of the resistance. If you understand that funda, that way you can do, or you can write the potential across both the resistors are equal. This resistance into this current is equals to this resistance into this current. That way also you can solve. Anyway you can solve. So I am saying that the current will divide itself in the opposite ratio of the resistance. So 20 milliampere is equal to total current that is coming into opposite ratio of the resistance. So that will become Rs divided by Rs plus G, like this. Okay, total current was coming from this total current 3 ampere, 20 milliampere is passing through the galvanometer. It is in the opposite ratio, therefore it will become Rs divided by Rs plus G. You can write the same way, same equation this way also. 20 milliampere into the resistance of galvanometer 30. It means this potential is equal to this current. This current will be 3 minus 20 milliampere. Okay, 20 milliampere I can write as 0.02 into this resistance, which is R shunt. That way also you can solve the equation. Whichever is, you can say, good to you. Okay, 149 is coming for black mystery. Perfect. Good. Next, another question on cells. Two cells are connected in opposition as shown. E1 is equals to 8 volt. E2, okay, E1 is equals to 8 volt and 2 ohm internal resistance. E2 is 2 volt and 4 ohm internal resistance. The terminal potential across E2. Across E2, what is the terminal potential? Across a cell, if the cell is discharging, terminal potential is E minus IR. If it is charging, E plus IR. This is how we write. Now, how the current will go? 8 volt is higher, current will go like this. If the current will go like this, this is charging. If it is charging, terminal potential will be E plus IR. So, E2 plus I into resistance, internal resistance R2. What is E2? E2 is 4 plus what will be current? This is 8, this is 2, both are in opposite sense. 8 minus 2, that is 6, divided by total resistance 4 plus 2, 6. So current is 1 into R2. What is R2? 4. So this is 4 plus 4, that is 8 volt. Understand the concept of charging and discharging. If it is charging, E plus IR. If it is discharging, E minus IR. Next question. Now, from magnetic field, as shown in the figure, two infinitely long identical wires are bent at 90 degree like this, placed in such a way that segment LP and QM are along x-axis. So these two are along x-axis, while segment PS and QN are along y-axis. Okay. OP is equals to OQ is equals to 4. This is 4. This is 4. And the magnitude of magnetic field at O is this. Yes. The two wires carry equal magnitude of current in each wire, and the direction of magnetic field at O will be. Okay. So magnitude of the current is equal. We need what is the current and what is the direction of the magnetic field at O. The resultant magnetic field is given, that is 10 to the power minus 4. Now, these two straight wires, this LP and this QM part, they will not contribute to the magnetic field because this point is along the straight line that is passing through that. So, these two portions will not contribute to this magnetic field. You have to understand this. This will not contribute and this will not contribute. Only this part and this part will contribute to the magnetic field. Now, this is a semi-infinite wire. What is the magnetic field due to semi-infinite wire? Due to complete wire is mu naught I by 2 pi r. Due to semi-infinite, no contribution, yes, due to no contribution due to this. Due to semi-infinite, mu naught I by 4 pi r. So, due to this, if I write, that will be mu naught into I divided by 4 pi into r is 0.04, 4 centimeter it is, na, 0.04. Same due to this. What is the direction? Due to this, it is inside, and due to QN also it is inside. Both are adding, so and they are contributing equally into 2. So, this is my total magnetic field, which is 10 to the power minus 4. Now, from here I can find what is the value of I and what is the direction. What is the direction? Direction is into the plane. Both are having into the plane. So, into the plane, and I can find value of I. Mu naught by 4 pi is 10 to the power minus 7. So, you can write this as 10 to the power minus 4 is equals to 10 to the power minus 7 into I into this will become 100 divided by 4. 100 divided by 2, sorry, not 4, 100 divided by 2. It is right? Yes, it is 100 divided by 2. So, 10 to the power minus 3 it will become, so it will become 0.1 here, means 20, I comes out to be 20. 20 and into the plane. Current comes out to be 20 and the direction comes out to be into the plane. Option 3 is the correct, Videsh. Videsh, I think you forgot to multiply with the 2, okay? Same contribution due to this, same contribution due to this. So, write with due to 1 and multiply this with 2. Now, next question. This question is of 2026. Hello, Vivek. This question is of 2026. Two identical circular loops, PQ and P and Q, each of radius r, are lying in parallel planes. The current through P and Q are I and 4I. So, here the current is I, here the current is 4I respectively in clockwise direction as seen from O. So, from O if you see, the current is clockwise. Clockwise means the current is like this. So, the magnetic field will be in this direction. This is the magnetic field here. So, this is magnetic field P due to Q. From here you see this is clockwise. It means the magnetic field is in this direction. So, this is the magnetic field at O due to Q. The net magnetic field is. Now, the formula of finding magnetic field on the axis of a current carrying loop should be remembered. Many times it is asked. Many times. So, B is equals to mu naught I r square divided by 2 into r square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2. This is an important formula. Multiple times NTA asks this, and NTA knows that many of the students will get confused in this, therefore they ask. Okay, now you write BP and BQ. So, BP will be equals to mu naught, current is I here, I, r square, r is small r, mu naught I, r square divided by 2 into r square plus x square. This is r, this is also r. So, r square plus x square, when you will do, it will become 2 into r square, 2 into r square whole to the power 3 by 2, like this. So, what it is? It is 2 to the power 3 by 2 is 2 root 2. So, mu naught I divided by 2 root 2 into 2, 4 root 2, 4 root 2 into r will remain here. This is BP. It is towards the left. When you write BQ, instead of I, the current is 4I. everything else is same. So instead of I write 4i, so this will become 4 mu naught I by 4 root 2r. Resultant we have to find, subtract it, it will become 3 mu naught I by 4 root 2 and resultant will be towards q. Resultant will be towards q. Now here many of the students can be confused by reading this statement. Okay, it is clockwise, both are clockwise as seen from O, so that part has to be understood very nicely. Now magnetic force questions are asked. In January attempt also there was question from magnetic force. So let us read. And what's the time now? Okay, I think it is let me check just a minute. Okay, anyways, so this is almost about 5:30. Let us continue. The massless square loop, or let us take a 5 minutes break. Okay, I'm taking a 5 minutes break. So this is 5:25. We'll be back at 5:30. Okay, we'll be back at 5:30. 5:22. Okay, yeah, it is 5:25. We will be back at 5:30. Then we will do rest of the questions. So you can take break. You can go to the washrooms. We are back. Now the next topic of magnetic force on a current carrying wire. We know that is IL cross B, and when the magnetic field is uniform, we can write as I into L effective. L effective is the length of the conductor between the starting point and the, you can say, the end point, just the straight length. Okay, that becomes our L effective there. Let us solve a question. Massless square loop of resistance 10 ohm. So this is square loop and this resistance of this is 10 ohm. It is massless. Supporting a mass 1 gram, hangs vertically one of the sides in a uniform magnetic field of 10 to the power 3 Gauss. Gauss and Tesla relation is 1 Gauss is equal to 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. So when you will convert this to Tesla, multiply with 10 to the power minus 4. Directed outward in the shaded region. So the magnetic field is directed outward, dot. A DC voltage V is applied in the loop. For what value of V, the magnetic force will exactly balance the weight. So V, we are applying some current will come. Let us take this current is I. If you find the magnetic force on this conductor, what that will be? IL cross B. So IL cross B. IL cross B, that is coming in the upward direction. This is my F magnetic. These side conductors force, you can say due to these side conductors, this part and this part, the force will cancel, because if you write like this, IL cross B, it is towards this direction. Now here IL cross B, okay, that is in this direction, they will cancel actually only due to this portion. Or other way I can say, this becomes my effective length, that's all. So F magnetic is my BIL, where L is this length. So this force should balance the force due to gravity. So BIL is equal to mg. From here I will write I, which is mg by BL. Once I got I in this loop, I can say V is equals to IR. So V will be equals to E into the resistance here, that is my R, and we can get the value of V. Mass is 1 gram, so that is 10 to the power minus 3. G is 10, B is 10 to the power 3 Gauss, so 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 into the length. What is the length? Length of the loop is 10 centimeter, means 0.1 meter. 0.1 meter. So what is the value here? This is 0.1 and this will become 100. And 10 to the power 3 will get cancelled, this will get cancelled, this comes out to be 1, I comes out to be 1. So V is equals to 1 into the resistance, resistance is 10, so this comes out to be 10 volt. Hi everyone, I am new one here. Okay, hello Anil. We are doing 50 most important questions, very high weightage questions for the April attempt. Okay, next question. Yeah, 10 volt is the answer. Good. Next question. Now this is a conductor of this shape, it is moving with velocity V. We need to find the induced EMF. This is a motional EMF question. So here also what you can do is just you can say draw the effective length, and on that effective length you can see how much is the, you can say, EMF like that. So what will be the effective length? It is starting from here till here. So actually this becomes, either you draw here or you draw here. So this becomes my effective length. Okay, how much is this length? This is 10, this is 10. So this effective length is 10 root 2. What will be EMF induced? BVL. So E induced is equals to BVL. We write it like, V cross B dot L. That way we see the polarity. So B is 1 by root 2. Velocity V is, what is the velocity? V is, it's not given. Conductor of length ABCD, arm 10 centimeter in length is placed a magnetic field 1 by root 2 perpendicular to plane. The velocity is 10 centimeter per second. So 0.1 into the length, that is 10 root 2. 10 root 2. So this root 2, 0.1 into 10 comes out to be 1. So induced EMF is 1 volt here. Answer is 10 millivolt. No, not 10 millivolt. This is 1 volt. Okay. Each arm is okay. This length was 10 root 2 centimeter, not meter. Multiply, divide with 100 also. Divide with 100 also. So this will become 10 millivolt. Yes, this is 10 millivolt. Yeah. Next, conducting circular loop is placed in XY plane in presence of magnetic field. This is the magnetic field, how it is changing. If the radius of the loop is 1 meter, the induced EMF is at t is equals to 2. So what is E induced? d phi by dt. Find phi. What will be phi? Is B dot A. Now my loop is placed in XY plane. So what will be area? Area will be, it's a square, it's a circular loop, pi into r square. Direction will be k cap. This is my area vector. So flux will be B dot A. So flux will be equals to, this is my 3t square j cap plus 3t square k, it was cube here, cube j cap plus 3t square k cap dot with pi k cap. K cap dot k cap will be 1, k cap dot j cap will be 0. So this will be 3 pi t square. This became my flux. I need induced EMF, that is d phi by dt. So A induced minus of d phi by dt, and is minus d phi by dt is equals to minus 3 pi t square differentiation is 2t. T square differentiation is 2t. Now put the values. So this will become minus of 6 pi into t. What is t? T is equals to 2. So 2. So this is equals to minus of 12 pi volt. So N comes out to be 12. We need the magnitude. So negative sign just tells us the polarity. 12 is the answer. Yes, 12 is the answer. Anil, Black Mystery, Videsh. Great. Still students are solving the question. That's great. Next question. In a series LCR circuit, the inductance, capacitance and resistance are given. They are connected to an AC of voltage 220 and frequency 50 Hertz. The approximate value of the current in the circuit will be, how to find current? I is equals to, now when somebody says find the value of current, by default understood they are asking RMS value. That is by default meaning. So we need RMS value only. So that will be Vrms divided by Z. So Vrms is this. This is my RMS value. I need Z. What is Z? Z is equals to root of XC minus XL square plus R square. XC and XL I have to find here. So what is XC? 1 by omega C. Okay. What is omega? 2 pi f. This is my frequency. Omega will be 2 pi f. So that will be 100 pi radian per second. So 1 by 100 pi into C. C is 100 microfarad. 100 into 10 to the power minus 6. So this will become 100 divided by pi. Unit is ohm. This is my XC now. Find XL. XL will be omega L. Omega into L. What is omega? 100 pi. What is L? 100 milli. Milli means 10 to the power minus 3. So these 3 zeros will get cancelled. So this is 10 pi. Okay. What is R? R is 10. Now find Z. Z will be equal to root of XC is 100 by pi. 100 by pi minus XL 10 pi square plus 10 square. You can take root of 10 we can take as pi, or like that we can simplify, whatever it is, just we need to find the approximate answer. From here we get Z, then we will say this is equals to 220 divided by Z. So in this question there are some calculations. Yes, okay, students already got the answer, 22 ampere. If somebody did the calculation, that great. Oh, you did the calculation, that's great then. Your calculations are too fast. Next question. This is another simple LCR series circuit. Connected 220 volt 50 hertz. Okay. The power factor is, I need power factor. Power factor was also asked in January attempt. What is power factor? Power factor is cos phi. We write power as VI cos phi. Cos phi is my power factor. How can I find phi? By drawing the impedance triangle. Draw the impedance triangle. This angle is my phi. This is my XC minus XL. This is my R. From here find phi. Then find cos phi. So XC and XL are given. So XC minus XL is equals to 80. This is 80. R is 60. So if I say here 10 phi is equals to 80 by 60. This is equals to 4 by 3. This is my 10 phi. Cos phi will be 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 is my power factor, or I can say 6 by 10. So answer comes out to be 6. So whenever you have to find power factor, draw the impedance triangle first. Sir, once explain previous question. Okay. Let me explain this first. So whenever you have to find power factor, first draw the impedance triangle. Draw the impedance triangle, right here XC minus XL, right here R. This angle is phi. Find 10 phi. From 10 phi, if you know 10 theta, you can write cos theta, easy. Okay. Previous question. Here we had to find current. How we write current in a series RLC circuit? I is equals to V by Z. I have to find RMS current, so I will take V as VRMS. So this is VRMS by Z. Z is my impedance. What is Z? Root of XC minus XL whole square plus R square. That is my Z. XC is 1 by omega C. Omega is 2 pi F. We'll put here. XL is omega L. Omega is this 100 pi into L is this. We got XC and L. XL from here. From here XC and XL I'll put here. Okay. R is 10. I put R here. Take square root like this. Solve for Z. Put Z here. You will get the value of I. Somebody is saying, is it 53? Okay, angle. If cos phi is equals to 3 by 5, my angle is 53 degree. Yes, we know. Angle is 53 degree, but power factor is not 53. Power factor is cos phi. Power factor is cos phi. That is 3 by 5. Okay, Anil is mentioning the answer for Z in the previous question. Okay, that's good. Next question. An inductor of inductance 2 microhenry is connected in series with a resistance and a variable, and a AC source of frequency 7 kilohertz. The value of capacitance for which maximum current is drawn into the circuit is this. Find the value of X. When the maximum current is drawn in the circuit at resonance condition, it means indirectly here they are saying that resonance condition is happening. If resonance condition is happening, what will be omega? 1 by root LC. If resonance condition is happening, omega will be 1 by root LC. My frequency is given at resonance. This is my frequency. What will be omega? Omega is 2 pi F. So 2 pi into F is 7 kilohertz. I got my omega naught. Omega naught I will write as 1 by LC. L is given to us. C we can find. So I can say C will be equal to 1 by L into omega naught square. Clear? From this I am writing this. Square it first. Take C other side. It will become 1 by L into omega naught square. Now students put the value. This is 2 microhenry. Put it 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 into omega naught square. So this square you will do. Pi you have to take as 22 by 7. So this is 2 into 22 by 7 into 7 into 10 to the power 3 whole square. Now you can do the calculations and easily find what is the value of C. Somebody is saying your explanation are too good. Oh, thank you. If you are getting, that's great. Clear? resonance condition. Now moving to the next chapter, EM waves. So the most important thing from the EM wave is electromagnetic wave equation. If magnetic field is given to you, understand how to write the equation for electric field. If electric field is given to you, how to write the equation of magnetic field, how to write the direction of wave propagation, how to write the direction of oscillation of electric and magnetic field, how to write the velocity of the electromagnetic wave, wavelength, frequency, these things. If these fundas are clear, good to go, you will get a question. The magnetic field of EM wave is given like this, the corresponding electric field is. Now when I write corresponding electric field, the first thing is this part will remain as it is. So write here this part as it is, sine of omega t minus z by c. This part is as it is. Next thing, how we relate amplitude of electric field and magnetic field. E naught is equals to B naught into C. This is how we relate. What is B naught? What is this? Magnitude of this is 30. Okay, magnitude of this is 30. So 30 into C. C is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So E naught became my 90, or here the options are given. Okay, options are given in terms of C, that is speed of light. So let us leave it as it is. Let us leave it as C. So this is my 30C. So I got my amplitude also, I got this also. Now I need what? I need direction of propagation of electric field. We know direction of propagation of the wave is E cross B. E cross B is the direction of propagation of wave. From this, in which direction wave is traveling? Positive Z axis. Means my wave is traveling in the, you can say out of the plane here. What is the direction of oscillation of a magnetic field? This is root 3 by 2 I cap plus 1 by 2 j cap. That is this direction. Okay, and if I say here this angle is 30 degree. Okay, in this direction my magnetic field is oscillating. In which direction the electric field should oscillate such that E cross B will come out to be along Z axis, and electric field and magnetic field, they oscillate in plane perpendicular to each other, we know that. So electric field should oscillate in this direction, and this angle will be equal to 60 degree. So cos of 60 1 by 2 I cap, sine of 60 root 3 by 2 j cap. 1 by 2 I cap minus root 3 by 2 j cap. This is the direction of propagation. That direction I will put here. So this will become 1 by 2 I cap minus root 3 by 2 j cap into 30C sine of omega into t minus z by c. Are you able to get? Dubey ji, welcome back. Welcome back, Dubey ji. Fourth, yes, good, great. So do more sessions like this, please, for chemistry and maths too. Chemistry and maths sessions are there. Okay, yesterday we had chemistry and maths sessions of 40 questions, and then for maths 30 questions. And today we are having for physics the 50 questions, and then we will have marathons also. Complete maths, physics, chemistry. Okay, starting from tomorrow. Next question. A transparent block A having refractive index mu that is 1.25 is surrounded by another medium of refractive index mu which is 1. So this is a block, transparent block, this refractive index is this, and another medium is having refractive index 1 as shown. A light is incident on the flat face of the block like this, with incident angle theta. This angle is theta as shown in the figure. What is the maximum value of theta for which light suffers total internal reflection here? If the light suffers total internal reflection here, what is sin theta c? Sin theta c is equals to 1 by mu relative. 1 by mu relative of the denser with respect to rarer. So this is 1.25. Which is, what is 1.25? That is 5 by 4, sorry, that is 5 by 4 like this. So this angle comes out to be 53 degree. So this angle is 53 degree. If this is 53, how much is this? 37. Now use Snell's law here. Again, mu1 sin I into mu2 sin R. Mu1 is 1 into sin I is sin theta is equals to mu2. Mu2 is 1.25, that is 5 by 4 into sine of 37 is 3 by 5. Sine of 37 is 3 by 5. So sin theta comes out to be 3 by 4 here. So I can say it is sine inverse of 3 by 4. Third option is coming. Third option, yes, Dubeji, option C is coming. Anil is also getting option C. Great, good. Okay, Anil is our new student and still he is able to solve questions with very good speed. That's great. Next question. This is on refraction on spherical surface. Okay. So two concave refracting surface of equal radii, here radii are equal, and refractive index 1.5 each, other in air as shown. Okay. A point object O is placed midway between P and B. So this is P, this is B, here it is placed at a distance r by 2. The separation between the images of O formed by each refracting surfaces. So one by one we will go. First, due to this surface, find where the image will be. Then due to this surface, find where will be image, and then find the separation between the two images. Let us take due to this as 1, this as 2. So I am taking due to 1. The formula for refraction on spherical surface is mu2 by V minus mu1 by U is equals to mu2 minus mu1 divided by R. If you don't remember this formula, remember it, write down in your notebook. Okay. Then what is mu2? Refractive index of the medium, that is 1.5. So 1.5 divided by, for this surface I am saying V as V1 minus, what is mu1? First medium air, 1 divided by, what is U? From here this distance is 3r by 2 and you are measuring this distance in the opposite direction of the incoming rays. So minus 3r by 2 is equals to mu2 minus mu1, 1.5 minus 1 divided by r, in this direction minus r. Clear? So 1.5 divided by V1 is equal to, what it will become? This is plus of 2r by 3 when you will take to the other side. So minus of 2 by 3r, and here it will become 0.5 by r. So minus 1 by 2r. So V1 is in the same side, there. What it is? I can take 6r as LCM, 3 into 2, so minus 4, minus 2 into 3, minus 3. So this is minus 7 by 6r, and this is equals to 3 by 2 into V1, 2 into 3. So V1 comes out to be 3 into 3, 9 by 7r minus 9 by 7r means how much it will be? Greater than r, isn't it? Yes, greater than r means somewhat here. This is my V1 and this distance we know, this is given as 9 by 7r. Okay. Now, I need V2 also due to this surface. Again use the same formula. Now, due to second surface, let us write it. Mu2, what is mu2? 1.5 by V2 minus mu1 is 1 divided by U1 in this direction, in the direction opposite to the direction of ray, minus r by 2 is equals to mu2 minus mu1, 1.5 minus 1 divided by r. You will measure r in this direction opposite to the direction of ray, minus r by 2. Try to understand the sign conventions nicely. So 1.5 divided by V2 is equals to, this will become plus 2 by R, on the other side minus 2 by R. It will be 0.5 into 2 will be 1 minus 1 by R. This is right? Am I right? Yeah. So this is 1.5 divided by V2 is equals to minus 3 by R. It will become 2 here. So V2 comes out to be minus R by 2. Okay, it is coming on the same point. Yeah, let me check it. 1.5 by V2 minus 1 divided by minus R by 2. Sorry. Radius of curvature is R. Radius of curvature is R. This part I have to correct it again. Radius of curvature here. Yeah, this was R. Now this is correct. Now write it again. 1.5 by V2 is equals to minus of 2 by R, and it will be again minus of 1 by 2R. Now it is right, I think. It should be. Okay, what it is? 2 plus 1 by 2 is 5 by 2 minus of 5 by 2R, and this is equals to 3 by 2 into V2. So this 2 and this 2 is getting cancelled. V2 comes out to be minus 3R by 5. V2 is minus 3R by 5. So V2 will be somewhat on that side only, okay, almost here, and this distance is 3R by 5. This distance was 9R by 7, this distance is 3R by 7, 3R by 5. This is the separation between the two. I need the separation between the two images, that is my distance. This total distance is 2R. From 2R you subtract these two, that is my this distance. Let us take this as D. So D will be equal to 2R minus this plus this, 9R by 7 plus 3R by 5. More calculations are there in this question, but yes, I took it because it clears the concepts very nicely of refraction on spherical surface. If you don't understand the concept of reflection on spherical surface, it will not be possible for you to solve this question. Trust me, you will get stuck with the sign convention only. But if you understood this, it means your fundas are very clear. Next now, monochromatic light is incident at a certain angle on equilateral triangular prism, suffers minimum deviation if the refractive index of the material is √3, the angle of incidence is. Okay, incidence is somewhat like this. It suffers minimum deviation. I need angle of incidence. Okay, minimum deviation means this angle will be equal to this angle, and the sum of these two angles is equals to A, that is 60. It means this is 30, this is 30. I know this angle 30. I know the refractive index. Can I find the angle of incidence I? Sorry. Can I find? Yes, I can use Snell's law here. 1 into sin I is equals to mu 2 into sin R. Okay, so from here I comes out to be 60 degree, √3 by 2, that will become 60. Incidence angle is coming as 60 degree. Yes, 60 degree, black mystery. Perfect. Next question. This is a logical question actually. An object is placed at a distance of 12 centimeter from convex lens. This is my convex lens. Here the object is placed. This distance is 12 centimeter. A convex mirror of length 15 centimeter is placed on the other side. Here the focal length is 15 centimeter. At 8 centimeter as shown this distance, image of the object coincides with the image of the object coincides with the object. This is the condition. When the image coincides with the object, this question is asked many times in advance also, in mains also. When is the condition when the image will coincide with the object? It will happen when the rays retrace their path, isn't it? If let us take the rays are falling like this, after reflection it should happen that the rays goes exactly like this, then only it can come back on the object. When it will happen? When these rays are appearing to meet here at C. This is equals to radius of curvature r. If it happens, okay, they should be appearing to meet at C, then only, means they will strike at 90 degree on this spherical surface, they will be exactly following their paths back. Now when the convex mirror is removed, now if you remove this convex mirror, where the image will fall, where the rays will fall, the rays will meet here only at C. So we need the distance of the image from the object. I need this total distance, that is 12 plus 8 plus r. R is twice of f, 30. So this comes out to be 50 centimeter. Good question it was. 50 centimeter it is. Next question. Next question. In Young's double slit experiment carried out with light of wavelength 5000 angstrom, the distance between slit is 0.3 mm. The screen is at 200 centimeter from the slits. Okay. The central maxima is at x is equals to 0. Then the value of x for third maxima is, what is this? Small d. What is this? Capital D. This is my wavelength lambda. The value for the third maxima is, the distance for the third maxima is 3 lambda d by d. Okay, 3 lambda d by d, y is equals to this. Put the values, 3 into lambda 5000 angstrom 10 to the power minus 10 divided into d also. D is 200 centimeter means 2 meter divided by small d, that is 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 3. Just apply formulas from YDSC. If a question is asked, 90% it is a formula based question from YDSC, from diffraction. So don't skip the formulas of these. Next. Okay, Anil, great. A microwave of wavelength 2 centimeter falls normally, microwave of wavelength 2 centimeter falls normally on a slit of width 4 centimeter. The angular spread of the central maxima is, central maxima is from upper first minima to lower first minima. This is the total angular spread of the central maxima, where the first minima is sin theta is equals to lambda by a. There the first minima is, isn't it? Yes. What is sin theta? So sin theta is equals to lambda is wavelength is 2 divided by width is 4. So this is 1 by 2 means 30 degree. So up first minima is here, upper first minima here 30 degree, lower first minima here 30 degree. What is the angular spread of central maxima? 60 degree. Now one important thing to note here is, we say sin theta is equals to theta. In diffraction pattern we say na, theta is equals to lambda by a, we write like this. But that is only possible when sin theta is very, very small. Here if you see, this lambda by a is not very, very small. So sin theta is not very, very small. Don't take approximation of sin theta is equals to theta. You will get perfectly wrong answer if you take here that approximation. Next question. On photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect is very, very important from modern physics. Every year questions are asked. It is must for every student to understand the Einstein equation of photoelectric effect very nicely. Sir, in YDSC, if any screen is placed between the slit, can you please explain with an example with the constraints? Videsh. Okay, if you want me, but I will explain quickly, okay, because time is less. We have another session also. This is YDSC. This is YDSC. If you ask me where the central maxima will form, I will say central maxima will form here because these two path lengths are equal. Here will be my central maxima. Now, I placed a sheet here of some other material. Now, where the central maxima will form? Will it form here? No. Why not? Because this other material sheet, let me take this color, this other material sheet will add on the path. Here refractive index is greater na, so light will take more time to travel it. So effectively light is traveling greater distance. So here the light which is passing through this is traveling greater distance. But for central maxima, they should travel equal distance. Yes. So the central maxima will shift somewhat like this. Here will become my central maxima now. Why? Now the difference of these two path lengths adjust the extra length traveled by light in the sheet. Okay. These two path length difference adjust the extra length traveled by sheet. Effectively, I will say now this ray and this ray are actually traveling the same distance, optical same distance. Okay. Due to this sheet, how much extra distance was added? If sheet was not there, thickness was T, how much was the distance? T only. Now sheet is there, how much is the distance now? Mu times. Optical distance becomes mu times due to refractive index, mu. So here, initially it was T, now it is mu T. How much is the additional distance? This is the additional distance due to sheet. That is compensated by the difference between these two path lengths. Okay, what is the difference between the two path lengths? We know d sin theta. Okay, if this angle is theta from here, that is my d sin theta. So that is my d sin theta, and sin theta I will write nearly equals to tan theta y by d. So from here I got how much is the shift in the central maxima. So y is equals to T into mu minus 1 into d by small d. This is shift in central maxima. This is what is asked in JEE Mains. Therefore, I precisely discussed that. So I hope this funda is very clear to you now. Okay, next question. Photoelectric effect. A light source of wavelength 2 illuminates a metal surface and electrons are ejected with maximum kinetic energy 2 electron volt. Okay. A light source of wavelength 2, what is 2? I think this should be lambda. Of wavelength lambda illuminates a metal surface and electrons are ejected with maximum kinetic energy. We say maximum kinetic energy is equals to energy of the photon minus the work function. Photon is bringing some energy has to be given as the text to the metal as work function, rest of the energy the electron will take, and that is my K. So here, and this maximum kinetic energy is E into V stopping. So first equation will become Hc by lambda. What is the work function? Work function is 1 electron volt minus 1 electron volt is equals to, this is maximum kinetic energy is 2 electron volt, or okay, he is talking about Kmax only, not V stopping. So that is the same thing, Kmax, that is 2 electron volt. So this is my 2 electron volt. If the same surface is illuminated by light of wavelength lambda by 2, next case, now Hc by lambda by 2 minus work function is 1 electron volt, then the maximum kinetic energy ejected will be, what is this? We need to find. Hc by lambda from this equation is coming as 3 electron volt. Put that there. 2 into 3 minus 1 is equals to K. 2 into 3 is 6 minus 1 is 5. सर लास्ट टाइम पर क्या नोट्स प्लस क्वेश्चन 2025 2026 के करके चला जाऊं, ठीक रहेगा अप्रैल अटेम्प्ट के लिए? प्लीज गाइड मी, 8 अप्रैल को है पेपर एंड कुछ टिप्स. यस, that will certainly help you, but if you have less time, I have mentioned the 40 high weightage topic. At least you do those subtopics very thoroughly. In my video on this channel only, you can watch that. Yesterday that video was uploaded. 40 topics which are always asked every year, that is asked by NTA. So do those topics very nicely. Yes, if you have to revise something else, you have time, you can do that also. Next question. In hydrogen-like ion, the energy difference between second excitation state and ground state is 108.8. The atomic number is. How we write the energy of nth level is equals to minus 13.6 into z square by n square. This is how we write. Second excitation means n is equals to 3 and ground state means n is equals to 1. So the difference 108.8 is equals to 13.6 into z square into 1 by n1 square 1 by n2 square. So that is 1 minus 1 by 9. From here we can find what is the value of z. Clear? Next. If Rydberg constant is R, the lowest wavelength of radiation in Paschen series. Lyman for n is equals to 1, Balmer for n is equals to 2, Paschen means n is equals to 3. When electron will fall to n is equals to 3, but I need lowest wavelength. Lowest wavelength means longest wavelength means Longest wavelength means minimum energy. Minimum energy will be from n is equals to 4 to 3. This is the least. I need the wavelength of this. Now use Rydberg formula. 1 by lambda is equals to this is hydrogen atom only, 1 by 3 square minus 1 by 4 square. Simple. Okay. Yeah. Getting it? Got it? Next question. Okay. Diode circuit. Simple diode circuits are very much asked. What is the current through the battery in the circuit shown? Now the diodes are connected like this. This is 20 ohm, 20 ohm. I think there is some mistake in the circuit. I don't know what is the mistake. Maybe what may be, I don't know. It can be like one diode here, one resistor here, another diode here, and another resistor there. It can be like this. Let us take it as like this. I don't know. There may be some mistake in the typing. So here you see both are forward biased. Both are forward biased. If both are forward biased, diode in forward bias will behave like short circuit. So short circuit the upper one, short circuit the lower one. Now 20 and 20 are in parallel, resistance became 10 ohm, current will be 5 divided by 10 is 0.5 ampere. Now logic gate question. Consider the following logic gate. Okay, if output is 0, what is the condition for A and B? Okay, output is 0. Output is 0 means this is an AND gate. It means for this AND, here it should be 1. Okay, first it is AND, then NOT. Its NOT is there here. Output is 0. It means before NOT it should be 1. Yes, before NOT it should be 1. If AND is giving 1, both has to be 1. This is also 1, this is also 1. If this is 1, this is AND, both has to be 1. This also 1, this also 1. This is 1, this will be 0, this will be 1. 1 and 0 or will be 1. Perfect it is. So I am getting A as 1 and B as 1. Nah? Okay, there is some mistake. Okay, so A is 1, B is equals to 1. We are getting A as 1. Sir, पीछे वाला 0.25. I am saying I don't know what was the exact circuit. There is some mistake in the circuit here. Okay, so I considered the circuit like, you know, this is 20 ohm, this is 20 ohm resistance. The diodes are like this. Okay, both are forward biased. This is not resistance here actually. These were diodes. There is some typing mistake in this question. Therefore, I am saying 20 in parallel. This is 10 ohm. Current is 5 divided by 10 ohm, like that. So logic gate also you got. Okay. So this is all for today's discussion. We did 50 questions, and yes, trust me, these 50 questions were very, very important. All the concepts which I have discussed here are highly important for all of you. So if you have missed any of the question, you can go again and watch this discussion again. It will really help you. Many of the questions you will get direct from here. Okay, I'm talking conceptual wise. Okay, don't say sir as it is, conceptual wise. Okay, so let us end this discussion here, and day after tomorrow I'll be taking mega marathon. I'll be covering complete physics for 11th and 12th. Okay, so till then, bye bye.